Well, I think he was probably more prepared for Candlestick, but here, summer comes through, it's hot, it's coming in, predominantly the summer.
MBD, feeling better.
Right, and then Jim is going out. As he goes to the southwest, it's flowing in from the northeast off the lake. Mike Talkman filling in these days in center field for the Cubs with Bellinger on the IL. Semmy gets it on the outside corner for a strike. That does not include, I don't believe, their 2 wins in the league championship series in 2015. Said it was one of the best days. Talkman lines the other way for a base hit, and the Cubs have something in second. It's the first hit for either side. I was just going to say it's the first time I've seen all the sinking action on Senda's. That's a slider, by the way, trying to get it back from the slider and just good hitting from Talkman, hitting it right where it's pitched. But for the first time, I'm seeing a little sink to the left-hand hitter from Senda. Did not be the fit. So now the raging hot Christopher Morel, we'll see if he can hit through this win. 9 home runs in his first 12 games of the season. 9 home runs in just 49 at-bats to start his year. Being called up for Lake, he hit 11 home runs before his Dodgers. He hit 20 over the independent. And he hit this one of the year down the left field line toward the stands and out of play. That ball he hit last night, he crushed it, but it was like a big Kingman clover shot. Fans. Today, ball here to like last night was shadow left. Sorry. Yes. It'll be on the inside fastball. It's 0-2.
Hurry!
Second, Talkman at first, Morel in the dirt, stopped the swing in time on Splitter, and it's 1-2. Well, he's just 23 years old. He was up last year. He played 113 games, 235, 16 home runs. It was a nice rookie season for him, but nothing could have predicted what he's done so far these last couple of weeks.
I have taken down.
Another forkball. This time he went around for strike 3. So Belton strikes out on the first fork, and that's the second strikeout for Sanger. Yes, saw the top hand come over. Yep. So 1 out, and now the number 8 hitter Matt Mervis, who homered last night, his second big league home run. Mervis drives one to right, but right there is Marte to pick it off for the out. An absolute seed hit by Mervis. And fortunately for Senga and the Vets, Marte was right in front of it to grab it. 2 out. It'll be a hooking line drive, too. 6 miles an hour off the bat. So now 2 out of 2 on the number 9 hitter, the catcher Tucker Barnhart, who had some really good years for the Cincinnati Reds. He hits one softly down third. Maybe Wilson second. Nobody's covering there. It's going to first. And that retires the side. Sammy gets up second and he covers.
Right here, buddy. Buddy.
God, bro.
Damn it, here.
I am programmed to kill you.
me a stim.
Look at this little guy.
Imagine being scared of something so fluffy.
Third inning at Wrigley Field. Benson Cubs no score. And Vogelback leads off against Marcus Stroman, who's retired the first 6, 5 of the 6 on ground balls. Just 17 pitches for Stroman over the first 2 innings. Vogelback over 2 last night coming off the bench. And he takes a cover for a strike, and it's 0-2. Vogelback, then Mark Canna and Francisco Alvarez against Stroman in the third. Second strikeout for Stroman, who's retired the first 7. No, that's just
I need to clear my mind.
So 1 out. Here's Canna. Marcus said his average slipped to 230. Slices one foul, 0-1.
His playing time has diminished, but he's a good teammate. And
You see that too?
just definitely so far.
Look at some of the bats in the starting slip belong to Vogelback, Canna, Pham, Lessers, and Marte.
I can't open it.
And then you look at what Juan Mauricio is doing in AAA, and you have to wonder at some point, do the Mets make a decision on one of these veterans and bring up Mauricio to join those other younger Mets? Or they just ride with what they've done?
He got 2 hits again last night, 2 for 5.
He's been doing that
358, I believe.
And you have enough versatility with Jeff
We should be getting pretty close.
Outfield that
I don't see anything like a
make
settlement.
that effective defense. I'm not saying that it should be none of this.
That's the way through.
At some point,
Let's do it.
that becomes consideration. It's grounded toward the hole and past the diamond corner into right field. And the Mets have their first base runner of the night. And it takes one the other way for a 1-out single.
Nice hitting right there. Hit it right where it's pitched. Down and away. It was a good pitch. Right with it. Just out of the reach of
Yeah,
corner.
let's keep our distance this time.
Here's Francisco Alvarez. And he hits one in the air into the wind, deep left center, back toward the wall, and it's out of here!
Bam!
Francisco Alvarez through the...
Bro, Francisco's staying here. He's not going nowhere, bro. Francisco Alvarez is not going nowhere. He's staying here. We're not calling him down. He is staying in the big leagues. He's not going nowhere. He's not going nowhere, bro. I don't fucking care. Francisco Alvarez is staying as a Met. He's going nowhere.
Right through the wind and into the bleachers.
Impressive. It was more of a line drive. That is strong. Wow.
So after Stroman had retired 7 straight, a soft single by Canna and a hard home run by Alvarez.
He jumps on him here, just hanging slider, and he turns on him.
Slider with full strength, another one at 0-2. Well, we were talking about the decisions the Mets are going to have to make. The more imminent decision
This
is
place
going
is
to
in
be about their
ruins.
catchers. Swing and a miss as Roman gets Dibble with a cutter for the second out.
Well, he's got full rotation of the hips. His son, kind of strong. Unless Nito is out on rehab, he should be ready in the next couple of days.
Axiom
Omar
Brute.
Narvaez is starting a rehab assignment tomorrow. He'll be ready in a couple weeks. So at some point, the Mets will have a logjam on the plate. I don't think there's any configuration that they decide on. Francisco Alvarez doesn't say, well, I'll tell you what, I've been affiliated with the safest organization. I have full talent. Down the right field, my left door, and that goes back. 4 horsemen.
I need help, bud.
Well, it's, the Mets began the year with the oldest team in baseball. And it was certain that at some point they were going to get a infusion of youth.
Dang it, dude, I swear to God.
Smiles. Some of it was because of need to sit out the left outlet door and have us there. Some of it, guys forced their way up. It's the next problem to have. Alvarez's 2-run homer puts the Mets up 2-0 in the third.
Nicely done. Name's Cage Vander. This Mudscuffer picked up your trail outside the outpost.
Cal. Sounds like you've been watching us.
Oh, we've all been watching, Cal. Not every newcomer introduces themselves by taking down one of Ravis's boys, which, by the way, nice touch. Love a big entrance.
Thanks. So what do you want?
What I want, Cal, is to reward you for every one of these that you take down. Not the only one who came to Kobo for a little peace and quiet. Take these off bounty hunters, and I'll trade you something nice.
So he was Axiom Brute. More bound to be on the way.
Exactly. Lucky for you. I've got eyes and ears about. Drop by the saloon, and I'll help you get a jump on those hunters.
All right. I'll think it over. Everybody's got rockets except me. Check it out, BD. Come on, buddy. We still gotta find Dagon's retreat.
Feel the planet and everything connected. Then reach out.
Kiko Horner leads off the home third and takes a cutter for a strike from Kodai Senga.
Just so.
The second
Very
time in their
good,
last
Taro.
17 games that the Mets have scored first. Thanks to Francisco Alvarez's 2-run homer. Horner takes the splitter down. Kiko Horner, then Miles Mastrobuoni, and Dansby Swanson for the Cubs in the third. Second, this is down with a fastball, 2-1. Warner grounded out to second base his first time up. His fifth game back since coming back from the injured list. He had a little hamstring problem that kept him out for 10 days. And cutter on the outside corner, strike 2-2. Starts the day 10th in the National League in batting. Really good player for the Cubs when he's going to stay on the field.
So you didn't feel like helping me out there?
For free. I don't think so.
2-2 to Horner. This is the fourth ball, 3-2. Senga, he's a player who played for the Mets. Vast majority of the
Right here, buddy.
in first Mets, that's the feature efforts to make it in the and he just missed with that cutter for ball 4. Third walk already by Senga. Steve Gilbs. It's not great here. I'm trying to get all my hits in for like the 5th.
I don't recall.
Speaking of power, guy behind home plate.
Yeah, man.
Right now. Now, I think over the last few weeks, you've just seen out of Francisco Alvarez some incredible growth very quickly offensively. The coaches rave about it, but take a look at these numbers. It's basically splitting his time in the majors this season into thirds. The first couple of weeks, the next couple of weeks, and now the last couple of weeks. He has significantly cut down on his chase and on his swinging mix. It's almost cutting both of those.
So I gotta do the boss fight all over again.
There's one
and all this shit all over again.
But take a look at this. So when he first came up, he was swinging the pitches outside
Really?
the strike zone 37% of the time and had a 21% swinging strike percentage. Since May 11th, it's 20% of pitches outside the strike zone, just 11% swinging strikes. Jeremy Barnes, his hitting coach, said he has never seen a young player with a better growth mindset and somebody who is able to take the critiques and immediately put them into action on a major league field. Well, Alvarez thought about throwing behind Horner on that pitch in the dirt. Took one full step towards second. His first 12 games, Steve, in 37 plate appearances, he was hitting 194. He got off to a slow, terrible start, really. And then ever since then, his 55 plate appearances, he's hitting 271 with 4 home runs. Now, 5.
All set,
He
BD?
said it when he first came up. He swing was big, trying to hit home runs. Clearly, he has taken the coaching and has cut down on his swing. Yes, and Jeremy Barnes, the Mets hitting coach, said that he did work with him to tighten his swing, which to me means shorten the swing, a more compact. He does swing hard. He had a big swing when he came up. Swanson holds the swing, but he went around to it. Less uphill, which is modern jargon for me. It means swinging up. They're trying to get him to be more direct to the ball, which is modern lingo. For me, means trying to level the swing off. Yeah, and Keith, Jeremy Barnes said that he had a pretty honest conversation with Francisco Alvarez in the cage when things were going poorly at the start. He said, a player as talented as Alvarez, sometimes the first time they get punched in the mouth is up here. And he was struggling, and he said the most impressive thing about Alvarez is that when they had that very honest talk about a lot of the things you were just saying, Alvarez didn't flinch, said, yep, you're right, let's get to work. And with a lot of younger players who have a lot of success, Barnes said sometimes they're a little more resistant to trying something new, to changing, getting out of their comfort zone. And Alvarez, this is a growth mindset. If you want to be creative in his power, you get better quicker and creative. But saying he's fun. Listen to me, one, Swanson needs to be on the way. He's going to face it along the line. Horner can fly. He's going to be waved around third. And he's going to come in and score on the dump by Dansby Swanson. And the Cubs are on the board. It's 2-1 New York. How about that? The old-fashioned hit and run. Swanson handles the bat well. That ball's inside. Look at him inside out on the hit and run. If you want to hit it to the opposite field, look at the runner looking back. That was a hit and run. And that just opens up a big inning. You see him looking. He knows it's going to fly. That ball's a line drive, not going to be caught. Took the bat, counter him off the wall. He's going to score easily. Dansby Swanson, second RBI in the series, 20 in the year.
Stupid thing apart.
And now he had half of the time running scoring position. So Senga able to work around his first couple of walks, but the third one comes back to bite him. When he's gotten in trouble, what has been a big piece of the trouble for Senga. He's a good curveball. Pitchy is not thrown much. 1% of the time, but every once in a while he'll lay down that
Gotta be the
slow
place
curve.
Cordova was talking about.
That was a good pitch.
Anyway, 29 walks now for Senga, 46 innings, obviously. Way too many. He came back to bite him here. Now ahead on half 0-2 with Suzuki on deck. And he goes to the fork ball, and Alvarez keeps it in front, throws behind Swanson. He hesitated, and that cost him a chance to get Swanson, who was a little hung out to dry.
Got an arm, he went to show it off. Right, it was 3-2 count. That wasn't a good one. So credit David Ross, the manager. Down 2 runs, playing aggressively.
Playing right behind Swanson as he takes his lead. 1-2 coming to half. And he rolls over that splitter.
The only one's looking for something here. Think it could be Dagon? A coupler.
Senga has struck out 2
Power source
tonight.
should be nearby.
He had 55 strikeouts through his first 8 games. That's the third most to start a big league career for any bat, trailing only Nolan Ryan and Dwight Gooden. 1-2 coming. And just inside. Pirates 2-2. Pitches now for Senga with another walks. Wind's picking up here. It's 5 full counts now for Senga. Six through the first 12 batters. 3-2 coming. And he got him looking. Fastball in the outside corner. And Bill Miller gave Senga an extra inch off the plate. Happ has struck out for the second time.
Well, what I've noticed so far with Bill Miller behind the plate, he's been consistent. He gives that pitcher that extra inch or 2 in the outside corner. Good framing by Alvarez. Got a wide strike zone.
Your defeat, Lord.
Suzuki walked his first time up. He takes a swing.
Welcome, Jedi.
Is that Centauri Cree?
The Eddie Montague Glassberg trip in umpire national for ages. He played.
Suzuki drills one to left. Back toward the well. That ball is off the ivy. Swanson comes in with the tying run. Suzuki in at second base with an RBI double. Well, that was against the wind. On any other day, that ball might have been across the street on Waveland Avenue. But Suzuki settles for an RBI double to tie the game at 2.
Well, the line drives you got to hit. They're the ones that are going to cut through. That's a splitter that just laid up there and didn't break down. Boy, he top-handed that. Beautiful level swing. Oh, that almost went out here.
Basket. So a pair of RBI doubles for Swanson and Suzuki to even up the game after Alvarez's home run. That's 2-2. Jeremy Hefner out along with the interpreter to give Senga a breather. Suit up at MLBshop.com. Check out the authentic caps, t-shirts, collectibles, and more at MLBshop.com.
Isn't that the first rain delay of the Yankees advantage?
Indeed, that it is. Rain on the Mets now.
Lucky them.
With Mike Tauchman who had a base hit to left his first time up. And Senga tries to pop him inside, but didn't get it there. It's ball 1. Dodgers have Bryce Elder awfully needed that. It's lined overboard the Giddy into left field, and the Cubs will take the lead. Suzuki will scoot home to score. Mike Tauchman's second hit produces his first RBI of the season. That's 3-2 Chicago.
Second hit for Tauchman to the opposite field. This is a bullet.
He's tall, but he wasn't quite tall enough. Maybe an inch or two over his low.
That's a good pitch. That's down and away right there. And that's just good hitting. That was an equalizer for that pitch down and away.
Now Christopher Burrell. He pulls one down to third, a chance for two. Actually, that's the third out. So they don't need two. They only need one. 5-4 fielder's choice ends the inning. Cubs score 3 and lead at 3-2.
Connection with the Force guide you towards our shared goal. TANALORR.
Centauri Cree was trained Jedi for the journey through the abyss.
Chicago. Michael Jordan, two of the greatest running backs of all time. Yale Sayers and Walter Payton. Dick Hurt, South Side. Look at guys. The South Side. Oh, Golden Jets. Mr. Cup.
Just not enough time to show all the grades, man. Heck, I go back to the old days. Bears were coached by Papa Bear. That was Bill Wade was the quarterback.
That's maybe all. Bouncing ball past the mound. Swanson waits on it and gets McNeil by a stride one away.
I think we need to get that orb out of there, BD.
All of these franchises have been around forever. Those were the expansion team in 1966. Best long-standing pieces of the Chicago firmament. Bears won more championships than Division I. Lines of Texas Spring. Is that what he said? It's a they were the perennial winner. Days of Coach. It's line toward third and off the glove. That's a fair ball, and Alonso's aboard. As for Boney, unable to secure it, and Alonso has himself an infield hit.
Right on the bag, and he goes into foul territory, knocked it down, saved the double.
Even if he picks that ball cleanly, I don't think he's going to be able to throw it out.
No, not at all. Maybe that number goes to stand on his back. Miles stand on his back. They weighted him down.
Brett Beatty in the tying run at first. He takes single for a strike. Beatty grounds out to short his first time up. He got 6 of his 10 outs on the ground. Looking for a double play ball here. He's got 7 ground ball double plays through his first 10 starts. Beatty takes that one for a strike at 2-2. Smoke has done a great job of filling the
Off bag. He's not a threat. lifts it up. He goes sliding to the second base. He's got to get up and get back. That makes the catch, and Pete did go where the ball was, and he gets doubled off first base to end the inning. Alonso trying to sneak a stolen base, went headfirst into second base, couldn't locate the ball, and it's a double play that ends the Mets' fourth.
I don't get it. I don't understand, man.
Thermal vents. Covered in hobo matter. Maybe there's a way to remove it. Let's get this data disk back to Z.
Downcast after getting doubled off first base. Where attempted steal. At Mervis at a hard line drive to right. It was retired his first time. And there's the slow curve from Senga, second place throw tonight. And he had a bullet right at Marte his first at bat. Mervis drove in 3 runs last night. 3 of his 7 since his call. Slugger Adam Duke, who was a non-drafted free agent. This year was 2020 when they only had 5 rounds in the draft, so it's easier to be a non-drafted free agent. Just missed down. That's the Murphy's tough run on deck, and then Nick Murphy's. Senga's won 3, 2 of them to lead off innings. This one got him in trouble in the third. Left that 3-run inning. It's a strike 3-1. That's the one bugaboo with Senga thus far. The 26 walks, 43 innings coming into this game. Hopped up. See if they can throw out play. Beatty, and we're back into the play. Thinking the air is good at the bench. Yes, that's what you come out and get a feel for how the field's playing. That's been great. 3-2 coming to Purvis, and he pedals out of the way. Senga now with the 7th full count. 9-pitch count, nobody out for 67 pitches already. The Mets got just 3 2/3 out of their start. Purvis fouls back another fastball. Purvis hit 36 home runs and drove 119 runs to 9 plays last year. Called him up, and when they did, they designated Eric Hosmer for assignment. And now Purvis is on with a walk. 3rd straight inning that Senga's walked the leadoff hitter. Let's go back to that Alonso play where he got doubled off.
Well, he tries to make something happen here on the steal. The ball's put in play. He doesn't look, so he doesn't know where it's at. Shadow left. There's the slide. He's looking for help. Now he gets out of the pitcher, and he got a little bit confused. I'm not sure if he was sure that the ball was going to be caught or not.
Any way you look at it, it's a F7 to 3 on your scorecard. 4 walks. 3 leadoff walks. Tucker Barnhart grounded out to third base his first time up. Beatty creeps in, and Barnhart trying to hit it by him, fouls it off. You look at Pete here, now you'll see he's sliding, he has no idea where the ball is. Looking for Wayne Kirby for help. Now he gets a little confused here. That's the part I don't understand. He got up, turned, saw it happen left.
Oh my God.
I mean, not that he would have gotten back anyway. I don't think he would have gotten back. I mean, what is a base coach to do other than scream, get back, get back, get back? And you've got a nice crowd roaring. You got a voice that carries across all the way to second base, or either third base, Joey Clark or Wayne. It's tough. Too far away. That's one way to beat the pitch clock. Step off and throw to first.
Hey guys, I'm right here by first base. Wayne Kirby was yelling for Pete to get back, but to your point, Keith, I just don't think Pete could hear him with the way the crowd noise was.
We have now Lindor coming on the mound. Alvarez walking a few steps out. Is it a pitch calm issue? That's going to get the interpreter right behind Jeremy now. I mean, Senga, just before that, stepped off to try and beat the pitch clock and made a token throw to first base. Clearly he was having some kind of issue. I despise these pitch comps. I despise them, and that's a strong word. Stand by it. Why do you despise it? It's not, too much of this happens. Well, they go south on it. They need to get pitch comps with better batteries that stay charged longer. Maybe it's the parts of cold here. I don't know. But I just think that the delays, what's happening now, go back to
your attention is precious. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield of South Carolina
the problem is that if you have a pitch time, giving signs manually takes time. That's true. So I think the two go hand in hand. It's a lot easier to signal back and forth with the pitch comp in order to not run afoul of the time. Once in a while, they run out of juice. I'm not going to waste it. Well, you did it extinct. You like that about you. You're not wishy-washy. You have courage of your convictions. You don't sit on the fence. Bring it up attention myself. Want to see the Barnhart with Warner on deck. You're really having trouble getting efficient outs off the film. 15 counts. Purvis at first with nobody out. 2-2 to Barnhart. And with that cutter, now it's 3-2.
The fuck?
So 18 batters.
I definitely did that.
That is a recipe for a short stint of the game. And I don't think that David Ross will send the runner here 3-2 because we've got Barnhart who's spot player hitting 200. And he does. This runs and it's outside ball 4, and so Senga's troubles continue. And you have to ask the question. I raised it at the beginning of the broadcast that Senga, most of the Japanese players are familiar with playing in domes and not really dealing with the elements, and these are the most elements that Senga has had to deal with in his brief big league career, and I just, there's no way of knowing how much the cold and the wind are affecting. You got 4 hits, 5 walks, 9 base runs, a lot of traffic, and he's not even registered out in the 4th inning. It's a lot of traffic to pitch out. And Nico Horner takes a big swing at a cutter and comes up empty. Horner's looking for the 3-run home against the wind. Have at it. Warner's grounded out, walked and scored a run. So 5 walks in the first 2 tours of the batting order for Senga. And
fastball. Horner just got a piece of it. It's 0-2.
Well, you mentioned last night, Horner is one of those tough strikeouts.
He has the second highest contact rate in the majors, right behind Luis Arias.
He's only struck out 18 times so far. What are we, a fifth of the way through the season yet, or
almost a third of the way?
Almost, yes, sir.
That's a balk. Balk called against Senga. So the trouble's just deepened.
I missed it.
Looked like he broke his hands before he stepped off. It's his first balk in the big leagues. Buck Showalter's going to come out and ask about it. You're not supposed to be able to argue a balk. It's the same as balls and strikes.
What is going on? Going to the third base? Umpire. Bill Miller's the crew chief.
You see, he put his hand down to his side and he stepped off. He was on the rubber, broke his hand, put his hand down by his side. I mean, that looked like an obvious balk.
So Rob Drake made the call, I'm assuming.
Yeah, he did. The rule forever has been that you're not allowed to argue a balk.
Let's see
how apparently he was able to do so without getting himself thrown out of the game.
There's second and third, nobody out. This is the Cubs are in a good spot here. The Mets are going to play the infield back. I agree. There's a lot of game left.
Stay out of the huge inning. Down by a run in the fourth. 0-2 the count to Horner. Purvis at third, Barnhart at second. Takes the splitter going in. It's 1-2. Tommy Hunter up in the Mets bullpen. Mets used Steven Nagosic for 2 2/3 last night. And Dominic Leone for an inning and a third. So that leaves Hunter as the long man tonight. 80th pitch now for Senga. That's grounded foul. Only Harris makes the grab.
Yes. The splits, home and away. Senga.
It's a very small sample size. 1-2 coming to Horner, and he strokes one foul.
That was a defensive swing right there.
Pitch count keeps mounting, 81 with nobody out in the fourth. 1-2 coming. And Horner wastes another one. Talk about how tough a strikeout he is. The contact numbers are outrageous. 89.9% of the pitches he swings at, he makes contact. The rise is in the stratosphere at 93.3%. It's just crazy.
The rise is pretty special.
1-2 coming, and he struck him out. So Horner goes down swinging. And there's the first out of the inning for Senga. Right down the middle.
No, not really. It was inside, down and in. He got him.
Give him a good swing.
Yes, sir.
Fourth strikeout for Senga. So one out of the inning. Now Mastrobuoni and the Mets are keeping that infield back. Mastrobuoni has walked and fly to center.
Get out of this with one run and be happy.
And Mastrobuoni pops one up. In comes Demo into shallow center. Out goes Lindor as it gets blown back toward the infield, and Lindor makes the catch, and he'll run it back in. And that's the second out. So now Senga with a chance to get through it. Dansby Swanson coming up. Now, Swanson doubled against Senga's last time up, and Happ, who is next, has struck out twice. So you'd be tempted to think about pitching around Swanson, except that Senga has had so many problems with walks. You're not thrilled to have the bases loaded.
Yeah, and Happ's a left-hand hitter. I mean, he's a switch hitter. They bat from the left side. You got to go after Swanson.
One-run game, fourth inning. Senga with a chance to get out of a self-made mess. And Swanson goes after a first pitch slider, 0-1.
Good one. Oh, the Cubs had him on the ropes.
2 walks and a balk to start the inning. Now Senga has a path through it. 0-1 to Swanson. lays off, and that one's on the corner, and it's 0-2.
Another slide ball right there. This would be a fine job pitching out of this jam.
0-2 coming to Swanson. Ground ball in the hole, circling around it. Lindor throwing on the run. He got him, and the side retired. Outstanding job of extrication by Kodai Senga. Still 3-2 Chicago. In the last inning.
It's not the golden rule when you steal, you don't look back. You can look back. Time it where just take a quick peek, and it's not going to disrupt your stride. Just know where the ball might be headed.
Starling Marte grounded out to short his first time up, and he chops this one down to third. Mastrobuoni's got it. Throws out Marte one away. Seven ground ball outs for Marcus Stroman tonight, and since he came up in 2014, nobody is even close to Marcus in terms of ground ball rate. He says, I have the best sinker on the planet. He might be right. There's Daniel Vogelbach, who took a call third strike his first time up. Takes that one down for ball one. Vogelbach just one hit in his last 15 at-bats. Chops one up the first baseline. Easy play for Purvis. And that's yet another ground ball out for Stroman. 2 down. So 2 out and nobody on. Now Marcana, who had the first Met hit, he rolled one through the right side, right in front of Francisco Alvarez, who had a 2-run bomb that gave the Mets an early lead. Keeping a very low pitch count in stark contrast to Kodai Senga. Senga's thrown 87 pitches through 4. Here's Stroman working with 2 out of the 5th. And he just threw his 46th pitch. Stroman hasn't gone beyond 6 1/3 this year. Might be heading further tonight. Keeps up this rate. This is away with a slider.
He's got a good slider tonight as well, good sinker. He's a pitch-to-contact guy.
32 years old, Patchogue Medford High School, grew up in Medford. That just missed 2-1.
Interesting how Bill Miller has a wide strike zone. I'm saying 2 inches is getting to the pitcher, but not on the knees.
taking his time out, trying to slow Strowman down a little bit. It's one game under 500 for his career. It's chopped down to third. Another play from Mastrobuoni. 3 ground ball outs for Strowman to keep the Cubs in the lead. Halfway through, 3-2 Chicago. Carved right into the neighborhood on the near north side. There's apartments all around. Wrigley Field, a unique gem. Yes, a treat. Ian Happ leads off the home fifth against Kodai Senga. And it's hit sharply into the right center of base hit. So after the last 3 innings, the Cubs getting a leadoff walk. This time it's a leadoff hit for Ian Happ, who struck out in his first 2 at-bats, but attacked early this time.
Well, there are your dimensions. Those are big foul lines, a distance down the lines. 355, 353, but then it comes right in. The 368 in those gaps, and that is a hitter's delight.
Addison Street, that's the third base line. Clark Street, that's the first base line. Waveland Avenue, that's left field. Sheffield Avenue, right field.
Dave?
Gary. Sheffield. 1-1. Seiya Suzuki walked in the second. Double to left, drove in a run in the third. Happ has 4 steals on the year. He's at first with nobody out. And that forkball is down, and it's 2-1.
So evidently the Cubs are on the third base dugout because the L is behind the left field line, runs parallel to the left field line. And easier in the old days, they took the trains to get the equipment from the clubhouse and load it onto the trains when they went on the road. Just a little tip.
It seems pretty selfish. What about the visiting teams?
Heck with them.
Senga behind 3-1. And Suzuki popped one foul. Alvarez hoping it stays in play, and he makes the catch. It's not an easy play with that wind working that ball back toward the backstop. And Alvarez stayed with it. Similar play to the one Sanchez had last night, which eluded him.
And know what made that play difficult? That you got the wind blowing in, and most pop-ups behind home plate, they had that spin and they come back into play. That one kept going towards the seats. Well done.
Mike Tauchman had twice a single to left. Last one drove in a run. Tauchman takes a fastball away from ball 1. Senga up to 94 pitches now. His high pitch count came in his last start against Tampa Bay to 104. That was a much tidier outing than this. He fouls it away, and it's 1-1. Two struggling pitchers in the final game of the series. Carlos Carrasco's second game off the injured list against Jameson Taillon, who signed as a free agent. He's had a dreadful time for the Cubs. 7 o'clock tomorrow night right here on SNY. And a snap throw by Alvarez, and again he bounces it. That's the second time that's happened, and again Alonso saves him.
He's got to be careful with that. He does a good job getting down on both knees. Just acting like a catcher. Smothers it. Interesting, too, we've noticed with Alvarez on pop-ups, he doesn't take off his mask.
Senga had 1-2 on Topman. And he struck him out, got him with a splitter. 5 strikeouts now for Senga, and that's the second out.
Well, this is a good one right here. End the count. Throw the bait up there. Start at the knees and look at it sink.
Disappeared, just like a ghost.
Casper. It's not friendly to a hitter. It's a go.
Christopher Morel is struck out and into a fielder's choice, and Alvarez blocks that splitter. It's ball 1.
I tell you what, Alvarez has just been absolutely fabulous. And that's not an easy block. He is really adept at blocking. I am so impressed.
I mean, there's just so much to be impressed by. The strides that he's made just in the month and a half that he's been in the big leagues have been stunning. Behind the plate, at the plate. Pitch number 100, and Morel swings and misses at that slider, and it's 1-2.
If he can put him away, this is the best inning for Senga. He is painting right now.
High pitch count and trying to get through 5 and keep this a 1-run game. Facing a dangerous hitter in Morel. He checks in on half. Just joining us, Christopher Morel is playing his 13th game of the season. In his first 12, he's hit 9 home runs, had a hit and a run scored in each of the 12 games. He rips that one off the glove of Beatty, recovered by Lindor. He has no play. Tosses to McNeil, just in case Happen made a turn. Great play by Beatty just to get his glove on that ball. It'll be a base hit for Morel.
Well, here's 106 miles an hour coming at you. Hot corner. 12. I stand corrected. 106.
So Morel's now hit in all 13 games since being called up. Here's Matt Mervis with 2 out and 2 on. Mervis is lined out and walked, and he fouls back a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Mervis takes curveball low and in, 1-1.
Home run last night.
Would not have gone out tonight.
No.
The wind howling in. And he swings it with the high fastball and misses. It's one of the first times tonight that Senga's gotten a swinging strike upstairs. Struck out Morel on a high fastball back in the second. There haven't been many. This will be pitch number 105. Most he's thrown in a big league game. That's too high. 2-2. Tommy Hunter is ready if needed in the Mets bullpen. So this will probably be Senga's last batter no matter what. 2 out, 2 on, 2-2 to Mervis. And he struck him out, got him with a forkball, and so Senga caps his outing with his 6th strikeout. Pitching around traffic all night, he gives up just 3 runs in his 5 innings. Just their third win in their last 10 games. Francisco Alvarez leads off in the 6th inning. Alvarez accounted for the 2 Met runs with a home run in the 3rd. Godai Senga, a hearty outing tonight. Stranded 8 runners in 5 innings. He gave up just 3 runs. And now the Mets will try and come back for him. Alvarez's home run was his 6th of the year. Stroman misses with a slider, and it's 1-1. Emo and Lindor to follow for the Mets in the 6th. Alvarez lays off the slider. It's a call strike, 1-2. Well, look at that. Alvarez now 3rd on the club in home runs. The Mets have had a hard time hitting the long ball other than Alonso. That's up the middle, and on the backhand, Horner makes the jump throw to first, but not in time, and it gets on by, but hits off the dugout railing and stays in play. And Alvarez will settle for an infield hit. So Alvarez now 2 for 2. This is a good slider, good hitting right here. And Alvarez, I'll tell you what, for a stocky guy, he runs well. We got wheels. Here's Nimmo, who's had a rough time with Stroman so far tonight. Lost a bunt with Mastro Buoni playing a step or 2 back. We saw 7 pitches in his first 2 at-bats. He struck out both times. Purvis again playing in front of the runner, with Alvarez running at first. And again, Nimmo shows bunt. This time, bunts and foul. So he was serious. Cisco Lindor on deck. They've had just 4 hits tonight against Stroman. They had only 6 hits last night, and Nimmo had 3 of them. His 7th 3-hit game out of leadoff spot already this year. That's more than any leadoff hitter in baseball. And again, he's looking to push a bunt. And now he's down to the count 1-2. Surprised at that?
I am, and it makes me wonder if the 2 strikeouts prior, maybe Brandon feels that he's got a tough match up here with Stroman.
I think he's really good at taking those sinkers and going to left field. He's down to the count 1-2. Alvarez a short lead at first. And Nimmo just went back to Stroman. Out at second. Swanson at first for the double play. Now Marcus Stroman has won a Gold Glove. He's got some of the quickest hands of any pitcher you're going to see, and he got rid of that ball as quick as any pitcher could.
That I have seen in a while. He's an athlete. So here it is, 1 hop. Look at him, he got rid of it quick. And you very seldom do you see Brandon Nimmo doubled up.
With 11 outs on the ground now. Making 12 as Lindor grounds out to Horner, and that puts an end to the top of the 6th. Drew Smith will be coming in relief for New York, 3-2 Cubs.
Welcome back to Wrigley with the same game live parlay presented by PointsBet. You think the Mets are going to win this game and more than 7.5 runs are going to be scored? That's going off at plus 350 right now. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Mets have themselves a new pitcher in Drew Smith after 5 innings from Kodai Senga. Smith off to a really nice start this season in 18 games, a 2.76 ERA. Now, whenever we're at Wrigley Field, we talk about how it's one of the most historic ballparks in the league. It's one of the best places to watch a ball game, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's one of the best places to play a baseball game, specifically in the outfield here at night, at least according to a couple of the Mets outfielders, Brandon Nimmo in particular. He said that the way that the lights are set up makes it very difficult at night to read certain balls. So, for instance, you're seeing the lights right now. They're all on the infield. There's no lights in the outfield. So when the ball is coming towards you, it's often in the dark as it's coming down towards you and more difficult to pick up. The other aspect about the lights that I didn't realize until Nimmo pointed it out is that because it's a double-decker stadium and there's only 3 rows of lights, the ball sometimes gets above the lights, and then again, very easy to lose it when it's above the lights. So it's a different ballpark as Barnhart goes down swinging than most around Major League Baseball, and for players that are used to playing the outfield in most of the Major League park, it'll be difficult to figure this out.
Retrofitted with lights in the last ballpark without them. They played day baseball until 1988 when they finally put the lights in. Nico Horner with 1 out. He takes Slider for a strike. Lights on the field is like the side 6 inches. Mets are going to play all 3 games of this series under the lights. Usually when we have quotes, usually we know who the speaker of the quote, the writer of the quote is. I am not familiar with Roger's son. Never Paul's son. Simon is just kind of Mark's son. Carly's son. Carly Simon and Simon Schuster. That's the same side. Yes, it is. First base line. You're acquainted with Carly, right? Yes. Carly, I'm in Carly. You're Rusty at Rusty's Restaurant. At 73rd and 3rd. Rusty's on 3rd. She grew up with her parents were big Brooklyn Dodger fans. Warner smacks one out to left against the wind. Can back, and it's out of here. Nico Horner goes against the wind for his 3rd home run of the year. And it's 4-2 Chicago. Drew Smith, who gave up a home run to Gabriel Arias his last time out against Cleveland, gives up a home run to another guy who hasn't hit a lot of home runs as Nico Horner goes deep. Home runs last year for Horner, and now his 3rd this season. And the Cubs have a 2-run lead.
I'm not sure there's a curveball, but it's up in the strike zone.
Matter in order to prepare yourself to traverse the abyss. But in success, will you also find an ever greater connection to the
If you want to hit a home run at the team for that win. Alvarez did it earlier, and now Horner does it. It's not impossible. Miles Mastrobuoni is 0 for 2 in a walk tonight. High pitch. Just above the belt. Mistake there. Maybe the wind would save him. No solace. 3-1 coming. And he goes low ball 4. So that home run, he gives us a walk to Mastrobuoni. 6 walks from my Met pitchers tonight. The home runs and the walks, they have been lethal for the Mets staff all year. Mets have now given up 69 home runs. That's more than any team in the National League. They've now walked 187 batters. That's more than all but 2 teams in the National League.
That's what's most alarming is the walks. There once again, Alvarez going out to the mound.
The Mets' frontline relievers should be fully available tonight, but down by 2 runs in the 6th. He's going to take his chances on sticking with Drew Smith. Nobody else up. Dansby Swanson is 1 for 3, had an opposite field double and driving a run in the 3rd. Check swing foul on the first pitch slider, 0-1. Kodai Senga threw 105 pitches over 5 innings. It was a slog. He was able to limit the damage, gave him 3 runs, 6 hits, walked 5, struck out 6, committed the walk. CRA goes up from 3.77 to 3.94. He's running 8 runners in his 5 innings. Hold by Smith. Throws the fastball by Swanson, and it's 0-2.
He's got a Texas guy. Roger Simon was a writer for the Chicago Sun-Times years ago. Now, the political.
Watch out.
I covered politics and covered
Yep. There are a lot of them. John is a brilliant, hilarious writer sometimes.
Thank you, John. It was some great quotes. Quotes. That's what we used to. You know, the guys in the truck, they used to. A floater down the left field line, and that lands foul. Dick run just in case. Well-stated play. Sometimes he's long. Swanson gets this one in the air to center. This will be playable for Nemo. He makes the grab. 400 feet in center. It's such a funny part because it's not deep to center or to the gaps, but down the lines it's deeper than any other part. Like 353 down one line and 355 down the other line. See, Happ was 1 for 3 and a base hit to right center his last time up. And he pulls one through the hole in the right of base hit. Mastrobuoni will try to go to third. The throw by Marte not nearly in time. So Happ's got his second hit. And the Cubs have runners at first and third. Somebody with his belt.
Well, there you go. That hole needs to be covered with another outfielder there in a switch. Now you've got a lot of excitement first and third. Challenging the arm of Marte, even if Marte throws strike. He does not be safe. There goes the belt.
Hey, Buzz, Sims.
Harris gets the belt, gets the other bits. What would be his belt? Beltless. Hands up himself. First and third and 2 out. He was Sam Suzuki. And he takes a slider off the ball. He's walked double and fouled out 1 and 2.
Help, PD. Over here.
Oh my god.
So Steve just gave you level 4.
Oh my god, bro, I can't do anything.
This is Sam catch to the left. I can't see anything.
Welcome, Jedi. In each world, the Republic reaches out
I literally cannot do anything, bro.
opportunities to share and learn. And this planet has much to teach us.
What did you learn, Centauri?
Swing down to first. Alonso makes sure it stays fair and gets the out to end the inning. Nico Horner's home run stretches the Cubs lead 4-2 after 6.
You figure we get that door open. Wonder what secrets this place is hiding. Kobo matter. It's overgrown. Okay, let's try it out.
We believe Kobo matter originates from deep within the abyss. This strange substance is enigmatic, but not beyond our ability to study and manipulate. Like all things, once understood, it can be channeled and thus controlled.
Stroman so far, other than the Alvarez home run.
We're studying Kobo matter in the abyss. Is that our bag made it to TANALORR?
Allowed through the first 6 innings. It was 58 pitches thrown. In the 3, 4, and 5 innings, McNeil, Alonso, and Beatty mens down by 2 in the 7th. And McNeil takes one at the knees for a strike, 0-1. There's always been known as a pitcher's own line. Certainly has been that so far tonight. McNeil's grounded out both his at bats.
That gets me back to that story I was saying about that Montague. The screw chief cut his teeth with was Lee Wire. And Lee Wire was the pitcher's umpire. Lee Wire, the first piece of advice that he gave him is when in doubt, pitch.
Hunting strikes.
Keep the game moving.
He's got ahead of the count all night. He's 1-2 on McNeil. Watches that one down. 2-2. Shredley getting ready the best bullpen after Drew Smith for 24 pitches in that 6th inning. What a contrast tonight between the experience of Stroman and that of the Mets pitchers. It's outside and a rare 3-ball count for Stroman. In fact, it's his first 3-ball count of the night. Beatty behind him, 3-2 to McNeil, and he hits another ground ball. Golf ground ball. Pete Alonso homered last night, his 18th of the year, and we thought we'd give you a little spray chart on Pete's fireworks. It's very, very pretty. Well, you know, it hits every direction. Everywhere. They haven't all been hit at Citi Field. Using that as the background. Yesterday hit 434 feet here at Wrigley, just to the left of the green in left center. Alonso flies this one out to deep right center, but this one's playable for Suzuki. Catches it going away 2 out. Here, show the spray chart.
Keith and how he is. It's a tougher pitchers because that's why you see so much this year. Pitchers pitching in the South. You've got to crowd those strong guys. You've got to crowd them instead of let them extend their arms. He's very good. Fred Beatty rounded out, and then a fly ball turned into a double play. Fox had been doubled up.
Neat trick, buddy.
It's the deepest Stroman has gotten in a game this year. His prior had been 6 1/3. He's got 6 2/3. Chopper and Stroman off the mound and throws a mustard on it as it throws out Beatty to right there. 7 terrific innings for Stroman, 4-2 Cubs.
I bet Zeke can get the data off this disk.
Working together, the Republic and the Jedi Order can understand the mysteries of the galaxy and harness them for the greater good. The Force guides our path.
Sounds like the Order I remember. Everything Kree built here was destroyed by a catastrophe she couldn't foresee. Sometimes it feels like history just repeats itself.
Master Kree talking of their dreams for the Abyss.
It is unbecoming to gossip and to eavesdrop.
Yes, Master. My apologies.
Alvarez has been able to block. All he's been doing was showering Alvarez with praise, and this is why. Really terrific. Monday's blocking. First Bradley, fresh off his performance in the doubleheader on Sunday, worked in both ends and wound up getting a save in the nightcap. Brilliant play coming off the mound. On a bunt by Stephen Quad in that night for the Cubs in the 7th. Cubs have left 10 runners on base. Fastball is fouled back, and it's 0-2. Lockman like Christopher Morel and Matt Purvis for Chicago in the 7th. That's saying about the first 5 left, 3 runs, 6 hits. Drew Smith gave up the home run to Horner in the 6th.
Another one cleared. We should be able to ride the updraft to the far side now.
That's the doubleheader is because he threw only 9 pitches in the day game, and they had to bring us 5 in the night game. It's pretty efficient work, much like what Stroman has done tonight. Stroman's thrown 69 pitches for 7 innings. Tell him how far he might go in this game. 2-2 at Topman. This is a low cutter, and it's 3-2.
I begin to worry for this project.
It is not our place to question.
Well, even the Padawan sense something amiss.
And he goes down swinging on the slider.
So Reddy's got a strikeout to start his split. 1 out of the 7.
No, this ain't worth it.
Tonight.
Going to make you bleed.
Still,
Trust me.
round out.
I'm sorry to bother you. I didn't mean to. Okay. Wow.
Thanks for the work.
It's a big change to my purpose. A freight hitter is on deck. And really strikes him out with a change-up. Back-to-back strikeouts for Bruce Redley to strike him out for the second. Well, the Cubs have been losing records the last 2 years, but that was after a switch. We saw them win their first World Series in 18 became 2016. Since 5 out of 6 years in the last 2 seasons. Now Purvis, first baseman, takes cutter for a strike. Flag, championship flag. How long did they wait for that here?
Brutal. We will be heroes. I will break.
They probably would have had no recollection. They beat the White Sox in 1906.
Welcome, Jedi. Enemies of peace threaten the galactic frontier and our republic. Once we cross the abyss, TANALORR could be a bastion to repel that threat. A beacon for hope and justice across the outer rim.
TANALORR was more than a mission to work. It was a dream of a better future.
Hey. Yeah. Hey. Huh? Where's Mom at? I don't know.
Nice find. Let's take this back to Z.
Marcus Stroman's still out there his longest stint of the year. Only 69 pitches for 7 innings. Marte leads off the 8th, thinks about trying to punt. And misses on the attempt. Nothing in 1.
14 ground balls through the 7 innings. 4 hits,
See? No walks. Snake was
Took you so long.
I came as fast as I could. My master is insistent.
Well, you don't have to worry about that. Not back here.
Out of a ton of trouble in his 5 innings. Drew Smith straightened a couple of his in. Cubs have left 10 runners on base, giving the Mets a chance now in these last 2 at-bats. While the Cubs have left 10 on base, the Mets have not had a single man left on base. That's because of 2 double plays.
Center of this thing.
Happened to right-hand hitters and left. He's grounded out both his at-bats. Shots downward foul comes up with Waxman. Logan Bacon's 11th start of the year. Coming into the day, the league was a 2-11 against him. That was the 5th lowest mark. The Mets have managed just 4 hits in this game. And that's it tight. So at the end zone, 2-2. Stroman faced the Mets here last year, and he had odd outing in the 4th and 3rd, allowed him to hit, but they was drilled because of a high-pitch game. Earlier story tonight. 2-2 coming? Yeah, that's blowing away with a slider, and it's 3-2.
So we can go to his old trusty little sinker here into where we've all counted.
Second. 3-2 on the lead. That hit the ground out of Alaska. Over back on deck, then Canada for the Mets in the 8th. 3-2 to Marte. And he pops one up behind first base. Purvis back Bentley coming across his corner, and it blows away from both of them and up against the screen. So that's the Wrigley wind at work. That was a fair ball when it went up and wound up going out of play.
Yep. It was synchronized swimming here. Whoops.
Very nice. That's 6.0. Eighth pitch of the at-bat to Marte. And he walked up first walk of the ninth for Stroman. And the Mets will get the tying run to bat. Road ahead presented by your Tri-State Cadillac dealers. Mets go from here to Denver for a 3-game series starting on Friday night. It is here. The Phillies for the first time this year. The Blue Jays weekend after next.
Daniel's been struggling of late, taking a lot of pitches. Let's see if he goes on the offense there.
Struck out and grounded out tonight. Marte at first. And Vogelbach takes 0-1.
Don't want to roll over here. Try to pull that sinker. It's going to be 4-6-3.
Takes that one for a strike. 2-run lead, so not much of a chance that Marte is going to be running here. 1-run game, he would be a big weapon in this spot. 9-1 is at the plate. But he's running. The throw by Barnhart, and Marte gets in safely. Well, if you're going to try it, you better make it. And Marte makes it his 13th of the year.
And that eliminates the double play here.
He got in. That's got a great arm. Time old blood. Got him there. He's now runner in scoring position. And that's grounded to the right side. Corner on the backhand. Goes out Vogelbach. That gets Marte over the third.
Stolen base, save the DP.
First time that's about a runner in scoring position tonight. 2 runs came on 2 runs by Alvarez. Arcana the batter. Barnhart out to talk to Stroman. Wants it in as well. Leonard Jr. gets up in the bullpen. Things went to the inning of the third last night. Very effective. He pitched well. The Cub bullpen has been an issue. They've lost 14 games. The bullpen.
All set.
They were solid last night.
Let's search inside.
Scoreless innings. Snyder was the best among them. Here's Canna. Then go back and forth with the two-run lead. I'd say third. Canna had a base hit, score run for third. Fine strike. So good at the top of the night. Step left on base for the ball. Take the game for that. Another thing too, you talk about Bill Miller. This gives features on both sides. And he's got consistency. He's the inside part of the plate. Right hand hitter gets right up and see. That's tough to do that. And he did not get the extra space very similar to the first one.
Hey, BD.
Francisco Alvarez, who accounted for the 2 runs for the Mets, is on deck.
Another Raider with a lightsaber.
And Canada watches the slider with the third. A good stop by Barton.
We're following
Keep
the
that
same
from going to
trail.
that stop. 3-1. Oh, nice block right there.
Need to open this. That's how it's done.
Three-ball count.
No getting through.
Now he's third in the last 2 innings. And Canada takes inside, ball 4. Now the tying runs are on base for Alvarez.
Another one of these
So
devices.
David Ross has a decision to make.
This one's broken too.
Stroman has been sailing through the first 7. He's running some trouble here in the 8th with a couple of walks. Tommy Hottomy's pitching coach is going to go to the mound, so he'll get one more batter. Facing Alvarez, who has 2 hits. 2 hits off of them, 2 good at bats. All of a sudden, late in this game, trying to protect a 2-run lead, Stroman has walked 2 batters.
Centauri.
Okay.
Another Centauri's devices.
Huh? Mama's on the way home with groceries. I need you to help her while she gets here.
I think these could be your
Alright,
answers.
Out of that inning,
Let's bring this back to Master
swing.
Craig.
That was a big swing. Yeah, that was just freaking ball that just stayed inside, and boy,
Who's here?
it was against the wind.
I don't know.
6th home run in his first 85
Oh, she's here?
at bats of the season. And now he bats with the tying run on base. Martin's at third, Canna at first. 1 out, top of the 8th. 4-2 Chicago. He fouls off the sinker, nothing wrong. Good pitch. Like, it's just so difficult on a sinker, righty-righty, and a lefty, vice versa, lefty against a lefty. When you put it down there, it's hard to square it up. It's a pitch I always try to take and hope to get the ball call on a pitch that missed. Huge hole on the right side of the infield for Alvarez. And he hits a ground ball to short, could be 2. Swanson to corner, and on to first, and Stroman gets out of trouble in the 8th inning. 6-4, 3 double play. The 3rd double play turned out a touch tonight. Events that led to one of the biggest transactions in Jets history, trading for Aaron Rodgers on Flight 2023 Ascension, presented by Audi. Episode 2 of the 3-part docu-series starts Friday at 6:30 right here on SMY. Strowman, fired up the crowd. After 8 terrific innings tonight, Jeff Brigham will work the bottom of the 8th for New York. Tucker Barnhart will lead off for the Cubs. Cutter to start him off, 0-1. Brigham continues to be a guy that Buck plugs into every conceivable situation.
He's moved up the food chain and trusted his manager.
Got one out last night behind Steven Nagosic in the 8th inning. Now facing Barnhart, Horner, and Masco Buoni in the bottom of the 8th. Interesting to see who pitches the 9th for the Cubs. They don't really have an established closer. They had Leiter up during that 8th inning when Strowman walked a couple. Strowman got through the trouble. I don't think Strowman's pitching the 9th. He pulled his uniform shirt out of his pants, which is usually the telltale sign that he's done. Two to Barnhart. Slider in the dirt, 1-2.
Boy, I tell you, the wind is just picked up. That is howling.
Wind, she's a howl. Just dark and stormy nights. 1-2 to Barnhart. In the 9th, the Mets on the top of the order coming up. Nimmo, Lindor, and McNeil. It feels as though the Mets are way behind in this game, but it's just 4-2.
Yes.
This team has shown quite the capacity lately for late inning comebacks.
Top of the order in the 9th.
There's our old Cub snake friend.
He's not cold.
No, but he's a couple of beverages in.
He's having a good time.
Rolled on the right side for McNeil. So Brigham gets his first out in the bottom of the 8th. Steve renewing acquaintances with his Cub snake friend. Basically the 8th, Steve.
And one thing I just noticed,
he's wearing shorts.
Yeah, he told me that he did not realize it was going to be cold out when he came over here today. Yeah. He's fine, though. He's a celebrity. He said that he gets recognized sometimes just by his voice.
Had that ever been the case before you made him a star, Steve?
No, I don't think people recognize him from his voice before. But look at him now. He did text me just a minute ago saying the Cubs are starting.
Do what you gotta do, buddy.
Basically the 8th, Steve.
Let me see.
Strike quarter.
Yeah, he did text me. The text was, Cubs are in motion. I said, about time. He said, told you. Basically the 8th.
He is coming. Destroy it now.
Nico Horner homered his last time up. Takes a good rip at that fastball.
That window leads back outside.
Kodai Senga with the first 5, allowed 3 runs, 6 hits. Drew Smith gave up Horner's home run in the 6th. It's really a 1-2-3-7th, and now Brigham trying to keep the Mets in connection in this game in the 8th. 1-2 coming. And he struck him out. High fastball for Brigham, so he's retired his first 2.
You know what Brigham started to do? More faith in his fastball. He's got a good slider. He's also got a good fastball. It's come up and in. When he was with Miami, he was a slider guy. And he's mixing up his pitches much better now. He's got a good enough fastball to do that.
He's developed that cutter. Gives him a weapon against the lefties. And there's Mark Leiter Jr., so after getting 4 outs last night, looks like Leiter will get the same opportunity in the 9th. Mastrobuoni has walked twice, otherwise 0-2. takes a run with that cutter and misses, and it's 1-0.
Guys that came to the ballpark and realized it was cold. Look at Bill Miller behind the plate. He's in short sleeves and no jacket.
Yeah, he's working on it there. He's keeping himself in motion. Up and down and up and down. For me, we're just sitting here with pins in hand. The only movement we get is a little movement from our writing hand. These guys came in shorts and found themselves that's the reason. Glad and Honda Sports Line after the first game show. We're on tonight's game. Look ahead to tomorrow. That's news as well. Essential. Right after the first game. They're going behind 3-1. And Mastrobuoni pops one up.
Let's go, BD.
See if this one stays in play for Beatty. Nope. All the pop-ups getting blown out of play. 3-2. Yeah, 2-2 on Mastrobuoni. Swanson would be next.
Don't kill me.
Kill you? I just saved your fool leg. Who are you?
2-2 for Brigham. And it's stroked down to third. Short out by Beatty. And running cross on target. Side retired. Nice play by Beatty. Brigham on the 1-2-3 inning. Top the batting order for the Mets in the ninth. Down 2.
Another bounty puck. We should show this to Cage. No scanning, okay, BD? Here we go. Got it.
Baby Mets Heroics on the latest episode of the Mets Pod, presented by Tri-State Cadillac Dealers. Subscribe and listen wherever you get your podcasts. Mets have won 5 in a row coming into this series. The Cubs had come off a 2-7 road trip. The Cubs won last night. And Mark Leiter will try and protect a 2-run lead in the ninth tonight.
And it's a bullpen by committee, this Cub bullpen. It's really kind of been an Achilles heel for them. This is only Leiter's second save opportunity.
The face Brandon Nimmo has got good career numbers against Leiter, 3 for 6 with 2 home runs. Nimmo's 0 for 3 tonight. Really struggled against Stroman to the point where he was trying to bunt for a hit several times his last at bat. Gets the first pitch, fastball, and he grounds it right to the second baseman Warner. 1 pitch and 1 out for Leiter in the ninth. A rough night at the plate for Nimmo. And the Mets pushed further up against the wall.
The Mets need to get the big bopper up there. They need a base hitting, the base runner to get Mr. Alonso up.
Lindor's gone 0 for 3, two ground balls and a fly ball. He takes the first pitch curveball inside from Leiter, ball 1. Just spoke to Mark's Uncle Al today. He is so excited to go into the Mets Hall of Fame. we get up next. It gets a little low. Paper. Okay. He's a little overconfident at some times, but delightfully so. He is so deserving of the Hall of Fame. He is. 2-0 to Lindor. And he takes that one low and in. And so now Lindor up in the count 3-0. McNeil on deck. Alonso behind him. Take a pitch here, I would think. Yes.
Not your typical blaster.
Marcus Stroman went 8, allowed 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, billion ground ball outs, 88 pitches, and a chance for his 4th win. And Lindor swings it, fouls it away, and it's 3-2. Edward Alzolay is up in the bullpen. K's ladder needs help. 3-2 coming to Lindor. And he lifts that one toward the left field line. That'll slice away and go foul. Cold, windy night in Chicago. Mets are down to their last 2 outs. 7th pitch coming from Leiter to Lindor, and Lindor uses his timeout. Good time to use it.
Where should we go, buddy?
Fans booing, they're cold.
Heading to Jedi.
Think Cordova can make some sense of that tech Cal found?
Are you kidding me? That guy is as sharp as they come. I can't wait to see Sarah again. I owe her big time. She fronted me the credit for Pyloons.
And Lindor goes down swinging. Nasty corner in on his hands.
Maybe I'll make
Leiter with the strikeout, and the Mets are down to their final out of the night.
For 2,000 cutters?
2 fastballs coming back from 3-0, and then a cutter here off the plate. Tough pitch to lay off. Tied him up. So now McNeil has bumped 3 times, grounded out all 3. And he tries to lay off the first pitch curveball, but he went around.
I saw him at the race where he broke all the bones in his feet. I was running this race. It was a 24-hour race. It's a relay team. I was with 4 friends. The format of the race is, you run a mile, I run a mile, whatever team runs the most amount of miles. Today we're playing. The baby is finally acknowledging the guy that's supposedly saving his career. As the baby took to Instagram to put his own spin on the Repo Reaper videos. And while I'm really glad that he tagged him and gave him the credit, this skit would have been a whole lot better if Repo Reaper somehow made a cameo. Well, it looks like the baby is finally acknowledging that I was recommended. I don't know how to dance with the ladies. Make it get them, put their hands on their knees. Make it get them, put their hands on their knees. Make it get them, put their hands on their knees. I don't know how to dance with the ladies. Make it get them, put their hands on their knees. Make it get them, put their hands on their knees. Make it get them, put their hands on their knees. Yeah, got my man, she a hot girl. Ooh, I just broke the sweat. It's dry. It's dry. I took a look. Down. Time I do the bad. Just take this spot with the head. I get up, pop it, pop, I get up, pop it, I get up, kiss me, it's like it took about 4 hours without the cat. No matter how much you say it, still ain't even wish it to make his ass. I don't know how to dance with the lean. Make it get up, put the hands on their knees. Make it get up, put the hands on their knees. Make it get up, put the hands on their knees. I don't know how to dance with the lean. Make it get up, put the hands on their knees. Make it get up, put the hands on their knees. Make it get up, put the hands on their knees. Was on Instagram, it's on ad. The ad was for I don't know how to dance with was on Instagram, it's on ad. The ad was for High Slime purple toothpaste, which is supposed to help whiten your teeth. It's nice and really purple. And if you have blonde hair, a lot of times you'll buy special shampoo and it's really dark purple because it's supposed to take the grassiness or the orange out of it.
Friday, you just got to watch the video and relive all of those amazing memories. You put that World Series championship ring on, and it's the biggest smile I've seen you have all day. What are you feeling right now?
Every sort of emotion. Last time I was on this field, there was a big stage in the middle of this field because we accomplished something so special. From the bottom of my heart, my family's heart, we thank you for the support that you've shown my family and I for the last 12 years.
Right.
There's not enough words to describe everything that's gone on in the last 12 years. You guys supporting me, my family. I'm just so thrilled to be back and see all you guys again. I know I got a different uniform on. I still love each and every one of you guys. This is one of the hardest days of my life, but one of the most amazing days of my life. So bear with me as I cry a lot throughout this game, tomorrow's game, and the next games. Because this city, this organization, all of Bray's country that covers so many states. Just an ultimate gratitude for each and every one of you. And I just thank you, and I love each and every one of you guys. And I continue to look forward to coming back each year and seeing you, but especially this weekend after we reached the pinnacle last year of winning that World Series.
LeBron to the Warriors is something people are talking about. Now, I know what you're saying. Come on, Colin. Did you have a daiquiri before the show? Come on! You know that deep breath I told you to take? Take another one. We looked it up this morning. Wiggins, Minga, and Jordan Poole. It works. Think it's crazy? You can talk yourself into that. The Warriors, here's two things we know about.
He trying to go out to eat and shit. Where? Tonight? Where he trying to go? He trying to go to see. We can't go to CC's. I know that. You're thinking about skipping the gym today?
Well, seems to me Bud Light has a couple new fucking models for the brand. That's nice to see there. What is that, the fucking Salvation Army? Where'd you guys get those vests out of? A fucking Happy Meal? My dog has the exact same one. Well done.
Yo, I'm in school right now. What's good with my friends? Yo, I'm in...
Indeed we do, Charles. Sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and enjoy the history lesson.
Y'all are...
Indeed we do. Do, Charles. Sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and enjoy the history lesson.
Y'all are federal, bro. Y'all are federal. How did you even find that?
Indeed we do, Charles.
What the fuck is you?
What's this way?
Indeed we do, Charles. Sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and enjoy the history lesson.
Y'all are federal, bro. Y'all are federal. How did you even find that?
Indeed we do, Charles. Sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and enjoy the history lesson.
Mm-hmm.
WSOC, an affiliate there in Charlotte, confirming this man, Monte Sherrill, was one of those construction workers. He is dead, according to his family members. His mother telling the station there that she actually was watching her son on his Facebook live feed this afternoon, asking for help, saying he was trapped and nobody got to him.
I'm in South Park right now. At work, the building on fire. And I can't get out. You don't have to sleep.
On your screen, WSOC, an affiliate there in Charlotte, confirming that.
Yo, I'm in South Park right now.
How you doing today?
Today, Charlotte Fire investigators discovered the remains of 2 bodies at the site of 7700 block of Liberty Road.
Not coming in, Grease?
I'll catch up. I'm gonna stay on the Manus, check diagnostics.
Well, if you need repairs, I'm sure the anchorites would be happy to help.
Ooh, no thanks. I don't want those weirdos rooting through my ship.
I agree, but how can we be sure it's safe?
We cannot.
The network's resources are stretched thin. Some local leaders are unwilling to accept the risks.
A strange device. This one seems to be a duplicate. Both have been damaged by lightsabers.
Wasn't me. This time.
Perish the thought.
You think you can fix it?
I don't know. But I will certainly try.
Master Junda, the Empire is nearing Pilgrim Sanctuary.
Is it a strike force?
No, an excavation team.
Good. They don't know about the safe house.
Yet.
Safe house?
Hidden in the ruins. Have we begun evacuations?
They're already underway, but Brother Armias isn't responding.
Armias has the communication codes.
If they capture him, it could put the entire hidden path at risk.
I know the ruins. I will go.
I'm coming with you. Vote.
You know what? I think I should stay here. Make myself useful.
I could use a research assistant.
Bring back Armias.
You got it.
And no heroics.
With this one? No promises.
I think she was talking to you. Is the safe house far?
No, but we will need a spamel to get there. They gather near the base. Follow me.
What was this place?
An old anchorite monastery. Impressive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pilgrim
sanctuary is an ancient temple. Seer and Master Cordova chose it as the Hidden Path's safe house. We knew one day the Empire would come, just not so soon. Pilgrim's Crossing is on the other side of the desert.
This way, Master Junda. We are nearly there. So, what do you think?
It's old, abandoned, and in the middle of nowhere. It's perfect.
There's our ride.
Are you prepared?
Yeah. Focused.
Good.
This desert seems like it goes on forever.
Yes, it continues to surprise me.
Let's hope this spamel doesn't abandon us.
Don't hold a grudge, Cal. It's not you.
Time to move.
Let's try to avoid unnecessary attention.
It won't be easy when the desert's littered with imps.
Then we will deal with them together.
Let's slow down. Looks easy to get lost out here.
Then it is a good thing you have a guide.
That's good.
Ready yourself for combat. Together.
Under us! I'm looking to get from...
Hey, buddy. Stim.
When our vision is clear and our values aligned, patience is key.
Easy. What's something you learned traveling the galaxy?
That sometimes It is best not to ask questions, and to keep your eyes on the path ahead.
Take it easy.
Master!
Ready, Marin?
Right behind you.
Easy now. Giddy up. Slower now. Now! Comfortable back there?
It is acceptable.
I think it likes us.
That's cute.
Hang on, BD. How many safe houses does the path have left?
I do not know. But I suspect there are not many.
Imperial's in the way.
Careful, there's danger nearby.
So, how'd you get involved with the hidden path?
I came across someone in need during my travels and helped them hide from the Empire. That eventually led me to the path.
Sometimes, I wonder if destroying the holocron had any impact.
We protected the children on that list. But there are others.
And the Empire's still hunting them down.
Just so. We must protect those we can.
Overseer's base.
Yes, they are ancient security mechanisms. A remnant of those who came before. When the Empire arrived, the Anchorites began to use these.
Old tech is less conspicuous.
Exactly.
Safe house is in there?
Yes. The temple is abandoned and well fortified.
Perfect place to hide from the Empire.
So we thought.
We'll find Brother Armias.
I hope so. We will take the back route. It is the fastest way.
That looks like trouble.
At least there's two.
Help, BD! Another. Stim, BD! Nasty things.
Did you find the way to TANALORR?
Not yet. But we found some devices from the High Republic. Master Cordova's inspecting them now.
Seer and her master are quite prepared. They've been a vital asset to the path since they joined us.
Did you come across any other Jedi on your travels?
No, Hal. If I had, I would have contacted you.
Thank you. Nice.
A shortcut to Seer's base. That is where we are going. But we must take the long way for now. Back to Pilgrim Sanctuary.
Empire's closing in.
Let's split up. I will slow their progress. We'll regroup near the temple.
Hey, Marin. Watch yourself out there.
I'll be doing the watching, Cal.
Just you and me again. Welcome, traveler. Though your journey started long ago. One-way door. This guy looks hungry. touch anything here. Don't want to wake the dead. Devoted to the very end. But to what cause? Stuck the landing. Brace yourself, BD! This remind you of Zeppo too? Glad we found this before the Empire could. Map of the region. There's Pilgrim Sanctuary across the bridge. Wonder what those markers mean. Can't make that. Too windy. Gotta block the wind somehow. Anything like that before? Almost like music. Let's keep moving, buddy. Shuttle. Means more on the way. Gotta do something about that. feeling so great, BD.
My journey ends here. Perhaps another traveler might find this useful on the path.
Not everyone has the strength to make the journey.
We got the birthday cake recipe today, baby. The no bake cake specialty recipe. They say, what you know about that turbulence? As owner of Midmo, bruh, try the Spider-Verse Whopper meal. Right, bet. Yeah, can I get that Spider-Verse Burger King Whopper meal?
Alright, do you want a medium or large?
Can I get that a large?
Alright, and what's the drink today, huh?
Instead of the drink, can I have that Spider-Verse ice cream?
I can't do that instead of the drink, I'm sorry.
Alright, that's fine.
Can I get you anything else?
No, that'll be it for me.
Alright, hold on, let me check with them, thank you.
Thank you. Bag secured. And with an ice cream. Look at that. I love ice cream. Alright. First impressions. Wow. This thing is red. How much red 40 did they have to put in this shit? So, without further ado, first bite. Let's try some of that Spider-Verse ice cream. I don't feel good.
Sweetie, can I try some of your Spider-Verse Whopper? Sweetie, are you okay?
Yeah, I ate the Spider-Verse Whopper and it made my belly hurt. You aren't old enough to have a pay for a house. How old are you guys?
I'm 21.
Oh my gosh. I'm 24. Right. Booking chest and shoulder day. Americans lost. Euro.
should all be watching our backs right now.
Find him more paint. The landlord wants this gone. He was complaining about trash being in the driveway. We got fines in the mail, and there's a petition to get this banned. Bought this color so he'll stand up to police when he tries to drive. I want to help him out, but we've got to get this removed. Find him more paint. The landlord wants this gone. He was complaining about trash being in the driveway.
Okay, it's not Spider-Man, unless they're going a very different route with Spider-Man. What the fuck are they announcing as their last one? This is the last game in Far Cry? No shot. It's right, dude. Hey, Faith, you punch. What would be the last IP? Like Spider-Man, I thought Spider-Man was a real solid call as like the last IP for the day. This guy's not like, I asked for it. I'd like to go to New York. This is what you find. I hear there's a Spider-Man there. Perhaps. A new hunting ground. Wait, what? Ah, yes. The Upper East Side. No way! It's Spider-Man. Okay, it's not Spider-Man. I thought you like to sing. Nope, I'm not buying it. I'm debunking the facts right now. I'm not buying this shit. All right, so that pitch was approximately 94 miles per hour. What the fuck is that? What the fuck was that? Gameplay? Oh my god! Oh my god! Are you seeing this shit? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Oh my god, this is so fucking hard. Holy fucking shit. Bro, look how much.